Welcome to the show, guys. It is Sunday morning here. Hope this video finds you well. We're going to talk about Super Bowl prediction. We're going to talk about AFC and NFC finals here. Who's going to win these games? We got two big games today. We're going to talk about, is the NFL actually rigged? I'm going to talk a little bit about that and some little known facts about the games, some little facts that you may want to know about these games and some of the players involved. So, short video here. Want to get right to the point. I'm going to give you my prediction, who I think is going to go through based on maybe the script and how this is going to play out. Now, this is a tough one to figure out, but I'm going to lay it out here for you, okay? If you're new to the channel, smash that thumbs up, share this video, and in the comments below, let me know who you think is going to win. Love to get your feedback here. We got two exciting games. Now, what I love about fantasy off season. By the way, make sure you guys do subscribe, thumbs up, and I'm going to be doing breaking news as well. We go year round. It's not just fantasy, it's NFL news, notes, highlights, everything you guys need here, okay? So subscribe, thumbs up. What I love about the off season is that I could just chill out and not worry about fantasy football and just enjoy the games for what they are. So that's what I'm going to do today. We're going to enjoy the games. So let's talk about it, okay? We got KC at Baltimore. And believe it or not, Baltimore is the minus 4.5 favorite in this one, all right? Understand they were a top seed. Same with the 49ers. They're favored as well. They're minus 7 and minus 7.5 in some books. So Baltimore at home, minus 4.5 against the Chiefs and Pat Mahomes, and this entire narrative with Taylor Swift. So I think the narrative plays as a factor here, okay? Now, if you guys have seen the new Super Bowl logo, it's purple and red. So a lot of people are assuming based on that, because we've seen it in the past where teams have had the colors, the Super Bowl colors, and then those teams have made it to the Super Bowl. In this case, it almost seems like a plug and play that Baltimore, who's the favorite, and the 49ers, who are the favorite, are going to be into the Super Bowl because, again, the logo is that color and they're the favorites and it's Lamar's year. That almost seems like, I think, almost like a distraction, I feel, because what we've been seeing the entire season is this entire narrative around the Kansas City Chiefs, Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce's been pushed down our throats constantly. And this seems to be like the constant narrative. They want Taylor Swift there. They want the Swifties or Swifters or whatever they're called to be watching this game. They want to pull in that extra audience, get viewership up. And I think, they want Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl. I think that's what the NFL wants. What the world wants, when you look at the polls and look at these charts and when you hear talk on social media, everybody seems to want Detroit to win. Everybody likes the underdog. Quick fact, as I promised, there's some facts here. The last time Detroit has ever made a conference final was 1991. Put that in perspective. A lot of people watch this video probably weren't even born then, and it was a long time ago. So this is a big thing for Detroit and a chance to actually win the Super Bowl for the first time. Another quick fact, okay? Lamar Jackson, a quick fact here with the Baltimore KC game, he was an MVP in 2019, and he's the only MVP who has not won a Super Bowl. Another fact here for you. So let's break this down here. Let's talk about KC and Baltimore here in regards to matchup. Baltimore's look strong. I give them the edge on defense. You can't even say the edge at quarterback. I got to give that to Mahomes. Receivers, maybe. This is going to be a close game. But I think Baltimore's defense keeps it tight. I think Lamar is going to play with everything on the line, which understandably so. I think the hunger is going to go that way. And the reason they're favored is just because they were the better team throughout the season and the home field advantage. So when I look at this game, I'm looking at the narrative. You got to look at storyline. Storyline leads KC, right? With the whole Kelce thing, the Taylor Swift, the popularity contest. So I'm going to lean a little bit towards the popularity contest. When you look at who the better team is, the hungrier team, I'm going to give that to Baltimore. Now, again, I think the distraction is that Baltimore is going to win. Again, the Super Bowl logo and all that. I think KC covers the 4.5. And I think potentially Casey's going to win this. Now, typically, it's a little more obvious for me when we get to these conference finals. I saw it years ago with the Harbaugh Bowl. I'm like, okay, there's a chance that, the Harbaugh, the Ravens and the 49ers, because the Harbaugh brothers, right? I saw it with Peyton Manning years ago with the Broncos. I'm like, yeah, last year the guy's throwing up beach balls. There's no way he has another year left in him. They got to give Peyton the Super Bowl. I saw that. I saw it when Ray Lewis won. So there's certain things that you could predict. Now, if you guys want, again, watch the full episode on Is the NFL Rigged? I've linked it below on my Joe Khamou Show. I'll leave the link there below. You got to watch this episode. I brought in an expert explaining this stuff. So that'll explain all the details on Is the NFL Rigged. You got to watch it. Or just YouTube the word Is the NFL Rigged. You'll see my video come down. I'm one of the first videos that come down. Joe Khamou Show. You'll see it. Me and Brian Toohey video. He's an expert on Is the Fixes In. So, in regards to this, man, I hate to say it. I think the Chiefs win this. I hope I'm wrong. I'm going to go Chiefs. If I'm right, hey, pat on my back. If I'm wrong, I'm happy either way because I like Baltimore winning anyway. But I'm going to go with the Chiefs winning this game, easily covering the 4.5. That's an easy one. I think they cover no matter what. But again, this is not advice. I'm not recommending you guys do any type of bets. Not that. This is just my opinion, okay? So do your own research, all right? But I will tell you, I do like KC in this game. I believe that they want them there. I believe Taylor Swift needs to be at the Super Bowl. I think that's the narrative they want to spin, okay? The second game, this is a tough one here, but I do believe the 49ers is a bigger market. I mean, Detroit was huge, passionate fans. They were at the game. A lot of people watched it. A lot of people want Detroit to go there. Another interesting fact here is Brock Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant. This guy was drafted in the 2022 draft in the 7th round with literally their last pick. So Brock Purdy has a chip on his shoulder. So we've got that dog in Purdy, and they've got that dog in the Detroit Lions and their fan base. So another interesting match here. Again, 49ers are a 7.5-point favorite. In some books, -7. Who's going to win this game? Again, I really like Detroit. I was a favorite. I love Detroit this entire season. I think they've got amazing talent with Jahmyr Gibbs. Jared Goff is a veteran. He knows how to manage the game. I do like the offensive weapons with Amon-Ra St. Brown. I told you about Laporta this year, having a big breakout year. He's been outstanding. I like the offensive weapons, and I think they are stronger on Detroit's side. That being said, you cannot discount the amazing MVP-type season out of Christian McCaffrey. Ayuk, I got to check if Deebo Samuel's playing. I think he's a little banged up. But I'm going to give the slight edge here to Detroit to at least cover that spread. 7 points is a lot. But again, what I think is that the NFL wants the 49ers in their huge market. San Francisco, California. They like those California teams, man. So I'm really thinking that the narrative plays towards a 49ers versus KC. But I'm hoping I'm completely wrong and we have a Baltimore versus Detroit Super Bowl. That is what I want to see, and I think that's what a majority of Americans want to see is Detroit versus Baltimore. We're sick of Pat Mahomes. We're sick of his wife. We're sick of Kelsey's. We're sick of the Taylor Swift narrative. And understand, the narrative continues with Taylor Swift as there's recently some online leaks of some AI photos of her in inappropriate positions and all that. I don't know all the details. I heard that there's that, and there's a stalker with her. So all these news headlines are making it out with Taylor Swift. Ironically, right before the Super Bowl, this is something you got to consider when you are looking at this, that they're really building up this narrative. Now, mind you, these things could actually be happening with this whole AI and the stalker thing. It is what it is, but isn't it fitting that it's happening prior to these conference finals leading up to the Super Bowl where she is making headline news for, crazy things, right? So my prediction, KC versus the 49ers. I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong on this one. Usually when I make predictions, I'm always like, yeah, that's my prediction. I'm standing by it, and I want it to be true. I'm saying that this is possibly the narrative, and I'm hoping that I'm actually wrong. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is the fixes in? Is the NFL rigged? Who's going to win these games? And let me know. Love to get your feedback and subscribe. We go year-round. Fantasy football is just beginning for 2024. I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to these games. Super Bowl prediction, drop it below and smash that thumbs up. I'm out.